Good afternoon, guys. Um, I just come to you guys for a little bit. It might actually last longer than 3 or 5 minutes. I'm not sure. I just came on here because I was moved to in my heart. Um, I'm going to read from John chapter 1 and verse 1 through 5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. So, I would like to say this to everybody who feels like their light is being dimmed by the darkness. It's an illusion. Your light from the Most High cannot be put out. It cannot, through depression, through um, isolation, through heartbreak, through deceit, through malice intentions, transgressions, anything that was meant to break you and put your light out, the light will not be put out. The only way the light will leave you is if you choose to turn your back towards God and you walk out the light. Don't be scared that you're surrounded by darkness. When I say darkness, I mean whatever your biggest fear is, and it's surrounding you on every side, and it's closing in, and the darkness is just closing in on you. Don't doubt for 1 second that that light that shines within you will go out. Don't think for 1 second the darkness has won. Because they only have a limited amount of time. To be honest. And unlike them, you can always be forgiven. God took away his mercy from those living creatures, from the watchers, from the evil spirits, from the sirens, everything. We have to be more like the prophets, like Jesus Christ. We have to be more like Enoch. And let me tell you about Enoch. Enoch was one of the generations that was one of the few that was on earth first. So those few generations still had mercy when it came to God appearing to them, talking to them. Opposed to now, God won't appear to you in this world. You have to be asleep. That's why if you ever just have you ever had a moment where you're just like, I'm tired? There's been times in the Bible that you can look through where a deep sleep has been put on someone, and once they woke up, they were visited by God. Adam is the biggest one. Well, Enoch isn't in the Bible, but Enoch talked to the watchers, and the watchers begged Enoch to talk to God for them, because God had turned his face from them through their sins of taking the daughters of men as their wives. Um, in their in their exile, they were crying and tormented. They gave Enoch, because Enoch was a great scribe, and Enoch wrote down what they wanted. Enoch was like, okay. And while he was going over their petition, he was he a deep sleep fell over him, and within that deep sleep, God visited him in visions. Um, and Enoch also became one of the people that rose up, ascended to God in front of other people. Um, because he became so close to God to the point that he would rather be around God over people. And God saw his faithfulness and brought him up to him. Was like, okay, I want you up here with me. Now, have you ever heard of someone when they die, they say, "Don't stop my chariot"? Or you heard stories of them saying, "Oh, some angel was coming to get me." Um, we should strive to make God so proud that God craves us to be with Him, and through His love and mercy brings us up to Him. Now you will have to leave your body behind, but your spirit is gonna be the one that goes up with Him. And that's why I read you that Bible verse, so that your light, Jesus Christ, the Most High, you don't ever think that it is going to go out, because it says it right here. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it, and it will never overcome it, for one reason only: because God is God. God created Himself. God created everything on this planet by word. He spoke, and it was so. So, all His creations, whether it's good or bad, cannot master the master. He is the master. He represents light. So, if you're going against Him in the darkness, that's your choice. You have freedom of will. However, don't be surprised when that light that you're trying to take out will never be silenced. Don't be surprised. And that last sentence was for people who tried to attack people who are drawing themselves close to the Most High and bring out your light. Don't be surprised that people would do any type of thing to you to make you turn away. I'm going to say this again. They would do anything to you to make you turn away. And guess who it will be? It won't be your enemy. It will not be someone so far away from you. It will be the person that you lay next to. It'll be the person you call mother. It'll be the person you call father. It'll be the person you call sister, brother. It'll be your child. The Watchers and the serpent uses anybody to take you out, because you are that important. And you say, why am I this important? Because the Most High put His DNA in you, and the darkness ain't anything of the Most High. So don't take it personal. It's not a personal thing. It's not a war against you. It's not a war against your mother and you. It's not a war against your father and you. So when these people get done doing what they're doing, don't hate the person. Realize it's a war within the fleshly realm. And whatever happens in the spiritual world reflects in the physical world. So be forgiving. Also be smart. So if you need to remove yourself from them, if they keep allowing themselves to be used as a vessel, remove yourself. There are precautions and things you're supposed to do when you're wronged by people that's in the Bible. And it does take time to study. I'm still finding everything out. So if you follow those rules, no matter how hurt, how depressed, how down you are, the Most High is still, will still, and is still, and has been blessing you. And I want to read, let's see, I should have wrote this chapter down. I know it's not really comfortable for you to lay there. You want to go to your bed? Okay. Let's see. I should have really wrote it down because now I can't really find it. But it's in Revelations, and it says God will wipe away all your tears. That's a very intimate relationship. And for God to wipe away your tears, you have to be close to Him. Enough for Him to reach out and touch you. And the devil, the serpent, the angel, the fallen angel, doesn't want you to come into yourself. Doesn't matter who you are, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, old, young, woman, man. He doesn't want you to be who you're meant to be. And so the devil will use every tactic. So if you're a type of person that thrives off of quiet time, you'll be sent chaos. If you're a person that thrives off of social interaction, you'll be isolated. Just to break you. This is all a tactic to break you. And I want to say the best way to fight it is every time the serpent hurts you, you pick up your Bible and you do something with the knowledge of the Bible to prevent someone else from stumbling the way you stumble. So I want you to stay vigilant. I don't want you to be distracted. Sober-minded. Always stay sober-minded. When I say sober-minded, I mean not just don't drug yourself up. And when I say drugs, I mean alcohol. I'm not saying drugs. You can be drunk off of emotions. Stay sober-minded. The devil doesn't play with emotions. He plays with your head to warp your emotions. And why would he go for your head instead of your heart? Because your head controls a lot more than you think. It is the link between you, your physical being, and your spiritual being. It is how the spirits talk to you through your mind. So if the devil attacks you mentally, you attack him back mentally through this. If the devil tells you, hey, you will never be loved, tell him that's a lie, because in the scrolls it said that neither death, no angels, or demons, which is you, right, can separate me from the love of the Most High. So right there, you told me a lie that I will never be loved because I already am. It is so. It is written, so it is so. You fight him with your knowledge. And you always have to be knowledgeable. Don't ever fight the evil forces with emotions. Like, because that was my hang up. That was my flaw. Every time people have malice intentions for me, I will plead with my emotions. Like, aren't you noticing that you're hurting me? When I should have been playing chess instead of checkers. So, I want you to stay uplifted. And I want you to remember every time you get hit that the devil is intimidated. That's all that is. The devil just being intimidated. Look at Job. Job was so admired in God's eyes. The devil got intimidated and begged for Job to be tormented so he can turn from God, and the devil can harness that energy that he was given to God for himself. Because you are a powerful being. I don't know if you know that or not, but you're very powerful. So if you release all your energy to the Most High, that scares the devil, and the devil is jealous and wants it for himself. So he will do anything and everything to make you turn. But remember this, before I leave you guys. Remember this, that the Watchers, the serpent, brought on a huge wrath from God to the point that God banned them and said, you cannot touch anything that I have created. The only way they can touch you is because you allow them in your life. Otherwise, if you choose the Most High, it can't touch you. Only thing they can do is try to mess with your head and play with your emotions. And if you got the knowledge of the heavens, the wisdom of the heavens, you can always combat anything that comes in here. And then so when they try to mess with this, you'll realize, like, the only thing they would tempt you with is the pride of life, the lust of your flesh, and through your eyes, tempting you with your eyes. So if you actually look at the devil tactics, it's kind of weak. Because all they can control is this. They can either take people away, but what do you need people for when you have not legions, when you have tens and tens and thousands of angels and chariots ready to go on your behalf? What do you need this for? He's gonna try to tempt you with money. Okay, give to Caesar what is Caesar, because that's all you have. You can't take anything away from me concerning what God created, because it is God's land, and God can give to it whom he pleases to. So if you think about it like that, he tempts you with people, tempts you with money, tempts you with things that, if you look at it for real, if you get it, it kills your flesh faster. Your flesh already gonna die. Don't make it happen faster. But I just wanted to encourage you guys, read this, and also search the Bible, the stories of the Bible that actually was taken out. Pray before you read it. Ask the Holy Spirit to show you the truth. Keep asking for the truth, the truth, the truth, and you will be saved. Have a great day. Have a great Friday. And remember that you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are so unique.